things that are also more risky, regardless if you consider them normal or not. Like you were talking about in the Rough documentary about like impact play and play, you know. And it's interesting because the play stuff you were talking about is like, I think every girl I know who has had an experience with a guy at some point has had a man put his hand around their neck.
Even without consent?
Without consent, yeah. Because we just think it's normal, you know?
Well, you always think, I was so surprised actually, I went to that BDSM workshop and like the last thing she said she does is anything to do with asphyxiation. Like, you know, she was talking about whipping and chains and stuff, but she said anything around the neck is something that she doesn't really think should be played around with. When you think of BDSM, the first thing you think of, the most simplest thing is like, oh, because you don't need toys. And I talked to a doctor in that documentary and she says,
yeah, that was really interesting.
the rise of women in their 20s with stroke, which is actually can be connected back to asphyxiation during sex.
Oh my God.
Because if you stop oxygen going to the brain, it may not have an immediate effect, but it can build up. And I think just having that conversation, I thought the particular workshop I did, the BDSM one, I thought she was brilliant because she had so much conversation. She said the first thing you do is have a conversation. Even when I went on the set, I was